When I got married, I needed to move to my husband's place. I found a stable job, and practically speaking, opportunities are more ubiquitous here compared to my rural origin. Every time I visit my parents' house now, old things surrounded in my room, I am reminded of the different chapters of my life, my rich childhood, my delightful young adolescent stage, and uh, the not so exciting adulthood. Kidding aside, these are the treasured memories for me. And I felt a little bit uneasy when I knew I couldn't bring all my things to Butuan when I moved away. In a way, I felt like I was leaving little pieces of me behind. I used to pay so much importance on everything I owned. I was a girl who had books on the shelves that were untouched, clothes bought from thrift shops, thinking maybe I would wear them in the future, memories that have sentimental values that I could hardly let go of, constantly added to an overflowing closet, all in the hopes of becoming a person I aspired to be. I was collecting things because I thought that is the way to build a life, to build a sense of self. But somewhere along the journey, I realized that I couldn't find my way until achieving truly the important things in life. Pursuing a materialistic path often left me feeling empty, even when I had a house full of stuff. Coming back home, I realized I never truly left anything behind. Well, these things are just sitting on the shelf collecting dust. But the precious memories, moments, and milestones are with me all the times. In other words, it is the story behind every object truly counted. I could never be separated from them because they will always have a permanent place within me. To say that opting to live less changed my life would such be an understatement. It has been a very gradual process, but I can recognize it when I just come across different situations in life. For example, being back home, I can reflect on the person that I was. I can almost see my old thought patterns and habits, just makes me realize how differently I look at life now. Just like what I mentioned, almost all my goals growing up were very materialistic. You might be thinking about the song, because we are living in my material world and my material world. No, that was not me. That is not to say that I wanted luxurious goods or wanting fancy things. It was never me. But materialism comes in different forms. When I started working and had disposable income, I remembered I immediately bought things that I wanted. I purchased branded clothes and shoes. I ate in a fancy restaurant and I traveled as often as I could. I wouldn't say it was genuinely fulfilling in any way, but it was very satisfying. I was more than happy to work multiple jobs to be able to pay for these things. I never stopped and I thought about it. This was even giving me any kind of value. It was always money oriented, and it was not a surprise because that's how I viewed wealth. Not just me, but that's how our consumer culture sees it. And I was conditioned to believe that the path to success and happiness was to accumulate things. But the closer I got to achieving materialistic things, I noticed how empty I was. This constant pursuit chasing these things was really exhausting, and I found no value in it. As we look back to move forward in life, we always have those defining moments that would change our perspectives. Motherhood came. It made me think to live a more mindful and more intentional life now that I have a family on my own. Getting rid of things was easy. It was almost second nature to me. As first time parents, my husband and I bought excessive baby essentials because we thought that's the best definition of being a good provider. I remember traveling to my parents' house for 2 days staying over the weekend, the car would be filled with overflowing stuff like there was no space for all of us. All belonged to our son. Can you imagine the anxiety of the preparation when traveling with a baby? We realized we were stressing ourselves out. That's when my husband and I have decided to start figuring out what is important to us, not just in material aspect, but in all facets of our lives. Now, I'm happy to live in a small house and have a simpler, meaningful lifestyle. Don't get me wrong, the challenges I had to surpass are almost unsurmountable. Money is not important when it comes to our inner journey. Money can buy us illusions, and having those things, however, illusions can fulfill us in the same way. Now, I think to myself, what is the point of having more if we don't even appreciate what really matters? What's the point of time if we don't know how to spend it productively? What's the point of having social circle if none of those people would be there for us when we need them? Personally, I am not chasing those illusions anymore. I know now what I want in life. It is something more real, more tangible, more authentic. Only what matters in life is worth working towards and striving for. Only what matters in life. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.